Good morning, everyone. This is a strategic proposal for improved communications for your department from Shining Star Consulting. First, the team working with you includes Sunseri Tyree, Ann Frey, Jamar Thomas, Celeste Bristow, Jalen Ferguson, and myself, Dylan Gay. I've been with Shining Star Consulting around 5 years, and I am actually an alumnus of the University of West Georgia, and so I'm ecstatic to have an opportunity to provide a consultation for my alma mater. For 15 years, Shining Star Consulting has assisted firms to outperform their competitors. Our team has nearly half a century of cumulative consulting experience. We understand your department wishes for greater student and alumni clientele. You have voiced concerns that students underutilize the department's functions. Part of this underutilization is from most students being unaware of career services. Instead, they seek advice and resources from the Center of Academic Success and the individual subject departments. When our recommendations are implemented, it will result in greater active clientele and increased usage by those already being assisted by your department. As you see on the left, our recommendations are implemented in two phases. First, a consolidation of department image is required. Basically, this means that all the services that Career Services has to offer must be advertised as one. At the present, each form of assistance your department performs are marketed separately. Instead, the goal is to present your services as a sort of suite of benefits. After that is accomplished, it's on to the second phase. Here, we will focus on creating additional avenues of student contact. These include expanding to more social media platforms, holding recreational events, creating a larger presence at conventions, gathering success stories from students that have used the services, and inviting guest speakers. More details later in the presentation. When our company was founded, we specialized in consultations for talent agencies. Our core value was helping others achieve their dreams. We feel you share this sentiment, and together we can dramatically improve your department, which in turn will lead many students to success. So please, consider the following recommendations from my fellow team members, and I will now hand it off to Celeste, who will elaborate on Shining Star Consulting's history.
Hello, my name is Celeste Bristow. I have been working with Shining Star Consulting for over 6 years. I am a college graduate for University of West Georgia with a degree in business management. Imagine not having a plan when you get out of college. Crazy, right? You spent thousands of dollars, but you didn't know what resources to use. Shining Star Consulting has been around for over 15 years. We wanted to help students because we didn't have the help when we were in college. Our students are alumni, so they understand the needs of college students. We have done businesses with several companies including Nike and Levi. We plan to become international by the end of next year. Our company values integrity. We are open and honest with our clients because we want them to trust their decision and insist in them. Communication within a workplace is very important. With that being said, we love listening to our clients. Gaining feedback and recommendations is what helps us grow as a company. We have weekly discussions, meetings, and reports about how to resolve our problems and how to continuously rise as a company. Because of the convenience, emailing is our number one source of communication. We prefer face-to-face interaction so we can easily connect with our clients. We also use social media as a platform to showcase any events or important meetings. Shining Star Consulting can rise your company to its fullest potential. Did you know inadequate communication skills not only causes stress but loss of wealth in a workplace? Expanding communication skills can increase productivity, which can increase company wealth. Our job is to consult your business to ensure great outcomes in your near future. I will now hand it over to our manager of Shining Star Consulting, Elizabeth Frey, to discuss your company needs.
Hi, my name is Ann Frey. I'm a lead consultant with Shining Star Consulting. Shining Star Consulting is very proud of its diversity. We have a diverse set of consultants. We have a diverse set of clientele. And we're particularly proud of the guidance and solutions because it's a very diverse set of answers we provide for our clientele. We went to the University of West Georgia and did an informal survey. We found out that 95% of the students had heard of career services, but 35% had no idea what it was for. And the ones who had heard about it thought they helped you get your first job. Career services isn't about job placement. It is a service for your career. It begins the moment that you're accepted at the university through your alumni years. In 2016, Gallup did a poll, and in their survey, they found out very few people went to career services, and the ones who did, only 80% said that they found it helpful. This needs to change, and that's where Shining Star comes in. We want this number to improve dramatically. We want it up to 100%. What you are looking at is an example of some of the satisfied clientele that we have helped in the past. Pilgrims and Tanner Health Systems are both located in Carrollton, Georgia. Aflac and Racetrack are both headquartered in the state of Georgia, and as far as out of state is concerned, we have helped the McKee Baking Company, who is the parent company of the Little Debbie Snack Cakes, and Alabama Dry Dock and Shipbuilding, which is located in Mobile, Alabama. We have had tremendous success with all of them. Here at Shining Star, we want to do a SWOT analysis, come up with the recommendations, help you implement them. And we want to know that the next time a poll is taken, that University of West Georgia will be 100% satisfied, Career Services will be 100% satisfied, and so will the student body. Remember, your career is our career.
Hi, my name is Jamar Thomas. I've graduated from the University of West Georgia with a bachelor's degree in mass communications. I have been in the business industry for over 6 years now, and I've been working as a consultant for the Shining Star Consulting firm for over 5 years now. Thank you, Ann, for giving us a statement of need. Now I will present to you internal communication. Internal communication in business is about having effective communications with staff and employees within the organization. It involves interacting with workers within the business to carry out day-to-day operations. Shining Star Consulting wants to help your department improve your internal communication. The current main forms of communication that are in the Career Services Department at the University of West Georgia are face-to-face interactions, by email, and by telephone. Email can be effective, but only if notifications are on when people are out and about during their day. Otherwise, it will be hard for people to respond to emails on time. Telephone is also another effective way Career Services speak to students. You can hear a student's voice and try to get a feel of who they are as a person, even though you cannot see them. Lastly, face-to-face interactions is the most effective form of communication that is offered by Career Services here at West Georgia. Their interaction allows employees to see body language, hear the client verbally, and also see them non-verbally, and get a vibe for who the client really is. But other colleges also use the same methods. So you won't be set apart from other colleges if you use any of these forms of communication. One form of communication that can be added to the internal communication at the Career Services Department is the implementation of video chatting. By implementing video chatting, you can have a meeting with an employee or a client without physically being present, but also having the same feeling as a face-to-face interaction. Our team has compared your Career Services Department's website to another on-campus department's website, as well as Georgia Southern's website of career services. While your site was very easy to use and navigate through, some old information was still left on the site and it needed maintenance. While the Center of Academic Success here at West Georgia's website was up to date and had a variety of pictures, plus it was really lively. However, Georgia Southern's Career Services website was not good at all. It wasn't user-friendly, it had little to no pictures, and it was very hard to navigate through. Updating your website and improving your communication can be the key to achieving your audience.
My name is Sunseri Tyree. I have been a consultant at Shining Stars Consulting for 11 years. I have a BBA degree in marketing, and I will be explaining how external communication is important for the growth of your organization and how we at Shining Stars Consulting can improve your external communication. Currently at the University of West Georgia Career Service Centers, there are three primary ways of communicating with students, with the first being class presentations. Class presentations is when faculty members choose classes at random to present PowerPoint presentations to students. This is a great way of getting students aware of all the opportunities that the career service has to offer. Unfortunately, there's a small problem with this. If you can see in figure 1.1, 21% of students are online enrollment only, 32% of students are online and in class. Also mentioned before, these classes are chosen at random. So not everybody is getting a fair advantage or a fair opportunity for even to seeing the presentations. Not to mention the students who are absent in the classes of which the presentations are being presented in. So an easy solution for that is emailing all the teachers in the campus the presentations of which the career services are presenting. That way teachers can post the presentations on a website called Coursden. Coursden is used throughout University of West Georgia and every student has access or should be using on a daily. The second primary way of communication is social media. 73% of the University of West Georgia students have social media of some sort. After doing research in your department, my consultants and I realized you have three primary social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. After doing further research with it, we noticed that your Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts, and Facebook accounts are very dry and inconsistent with one another. For example, in each bio there is something different for each account. Unlike University of Emory, their mission statement is in every bio of every account in every form. An example of the dryness of your social media accounts is you only post about event information, the date, the time, and the place, which is really good information, but to be the only thing that you post is a little bit plain. To fix these problems, we would have more consistency within each page of social media, as having the same cover page, as having the same mission statement in the bio, and the same different type of content on the page. And to elaborate more on livening up the page's content, we would post more of interacting with the community on the page, pull posts, and more posts that will show the energy of the organizations through their social media. The third primary way of communicating with students on campus is emailing. Emailing is the #1 way of communicating with student to student, student to teacher on campus. Unfortunately, after doing research, my consultants and I realized that you do not utilize your emails as they should be utilized. At the time of the research, ordinary students of the university will have only received 2 emails from the Career Service Center. That is not enough to aware students or get people engaged or to knowledge the students of what your service has to offer. This is very tricky to correct because you don't want to be overbearing to the point that you're annoying and then students would block out or trash your emails. So instead of emailing every day we can do a moderation of emails of events, and just so let your name be popped up in their news feed. And you can also do newsletters of events that are coming out, and we can email the newsletters to the students and or have them passed out around on campus. Next, I will be discussing the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Starting with the strengths, I contacted your department and I asked one of your employees, what do you feel your biggest strength is in career services? And I was told your employees. Employees is the biggest strength that there can be in a department, because if the employees are good, then that's what runs the company. With great relationships between employee and employee, that establish a good atmosphere. Having a good atmosphere established, along with understanding and compassion, means a comforted student, an enthused student, a returning student, and also a student that will go and spread the word of your service, or spread the atmosphere or your role in career services, and allow more students to come in. Next, I asked what the weaknesses among your career services was, and I was told the communication between the employees. Now, this is a very important weakness that needs to be corrected, because the communication from employees can mean late response time, the fact that employees might not speak up when there's a problem. And this is all an internal communication problem that in the long run can turn into an external, whether we're playing catch up and we're not giving the student or the customer the proper attention they need, because we're trying to focus on what's going on within our company. The third part of SWOT analysis is opportunity. Restating about emails and the importance of it, we can send out more emails about events and information, along with collaborating with different organizations on different events. That way, when an organization that we collab with and their student base that might not know about us, we've gained more students familiarity with us, and they'll be wanting to come to our office and learn more about us, and then they'll tell their friends, and then again our student base that doesn't know about the organization that we collaborated with will do the same for them. Lastly, on the SWOT analysis is threats. The biggest threats for career services is LinkedIn and Handshake. Handshake hasn't become very popular with the University of West Georgia just yet, so we're going to mainly focus on LinkedIn. But both of them are websites that is more student and employee based communication that cuts out the middleman, which would be career services. Now, figure 1.2 here, you can see that the red is the students who have came to the career services and have made more appointments who have used LinkedIn, and the blue is students who've come to the career services and haven't really made a lot of appointments without having LinkedIn. So you can see how they still work together, but ultimately it is cutting out the middleman, which is a big threat. Concluding the external communication, we need to make all students aware of this organization, whether it's with social media, video presentations, or even sending out more emails and newsletters. Also, keeping our strengths, minimizing our weaknesses, using all of our opportunities, and collaborating and subtracting our threats in any of the SWOT analysis. And next we'll be having Jalen with our recommendations.
Hi, my name is Jalen Ferguson, and I have graduated from the University of West Georgia with my bachelor's degree in accounting. I have been an accountant for 5 years now, and I have been a consultant for the Shining Stars Consultants for 3 years now.
Thank you, Sunseri, for talking about external communications within the Career Services Department here at the University of West Georgia. Now I will continue talking about the recommendations that our team has created. We are confident that these recommendations will help the overall communication within the Career Services Department. Our team has come up with a few recommendations that will help improve the image of the Career Services Department. One of the recommendations we would like to propose is becoming more involved in social media. With becoming more involved in social media, this will take advantage of getting the word out to many college students. The second recommendation our team would like to propose is bringing out guest speakers to campus that have been successful using career services. Our team has come up with a recommendation that will help improve the department image. We will propose our employees at Career Services wear t-shirts and polos with our logo as well as our unique slogan, "Our career is your career." This will hopefully attract students to be curious on why our career helps their career. This also shows that the Career Services Department cares about their students' futures.
After hearing our proposal, we hope your department understands the effectiveness of our plan and will give our consultation services much consideration. We've had success with many firms, agencies, and departments like Career Services in our 15-year history. We are delighted to add you to our resume because your department embodies the spirit Shining Star Consulting was founded on, and that's helping others fulfill their dreams. As stated in our presentation, together we will unify the department image, open new lines of communication with students and alumni, and increase your department's campus presence. In result, more students and alumni will use career services, and those that already do will employ more functions of the department. This will enable career services to compete with not only other departments on campus, but also campuses nationwide. This can impress transfer students and further increase your reputation. There is a lot of work to be done, but with our assistance at Shining Star Consulting, your department will see rising appointment bookings shortly after our recommendations are executed. To the left is our contact information, and on our website you will find more company details, information on our other clients, and an FAQ. We look forward to collaborating with you, and remember, our career is your career.
Shining Star is persistent. We catch the little details and we look at the big picture. We know that you're more worried about the bottom line, so we're not satisfied until you're satisfied. We showed you 6 businesses that trusted us and benefited, and we know you can too. Shining Star will be there at the beginning to make sure everything runs smoothly, and if there are any glitches, we will help you through them. Then after we leave, in 6 months, we're going to check back to make sure that everything is still going well. And here's an added benefit. At the end of a year, we'll still check back. We want to make sure that you are 100% satisfied. Remember, your career is our career.